When we talk about Fa Gong, we refer to the practice of emission. In fact, Fa means emission, Gong means practice. We have different kinds of Fa Gongs, and they can be softer, they can be more dense, so less dense and more dense. And for sure the one that makes more, let's say, develop more interest amongst people is, it's called Fa Qi, is the one where the receiver perceives like a strong, similar electric current, which is even difficult to hold sometimes. That's why sometimes you see the person actually removing their hands when they receive it. However, this doesn't mean that it is the most important energy emission. Sometimes even softer energy emissions can be more beneficial for the practitioner or the person receiving the energy emission. As I said, Fa Gong means the practice of the emission. So even if we talk, for instance, about pranotherapy, even a pranotherapist could do a Fa Gong, in the sense that could use his own energy to emit it outside to the other person, and the person might perceive some kind of warm heat in the body. Unfortunately, there is lots of importance that people give to this kind of energy manifestation or energy demonstration, depending the application, because as I said, it can be the Fa Gong. I'm not talking about the Fa Qi, I'm talking Fa Gong in general, so including also softer and more beneficial energy emission. Amongst all of them, the Fa Qi seems to be the one sometimes attracting and motivating people to practice Nei Gong and also the Nei Qi Gong. However, it is just a small part of the whole practice. For sure, it is a way to demonstrate and prove the energy level acquired, so the ability of storing, of accumulating energy in ourselves, and also to master the vital energy according to our own will. But apart from that, there are much more important things related to the Nei Qi Gong practice. So in terms of the energy goal, let's say, that we might have when we practice Nei Qi Gong, the Fa Gong might just represent a demonstration of where we are at. And as I said, the one perceived as an electric current called Fa Qi is not actually the most important one. There are other kind of Fa Gong that we can do as practitioners. The role of the Fa Gong included, let's say, compared to the goals of related to the goals of the energy of the Nei Qi Gong path is actually very little, if we consider it in this way. If we approach this kind of system where we practice just for achieving these superpowers, I like to call it silly superpowers, actually we might be misled from the real goal of the Nei Qi Gong practice, which is our human evolution, our personal growth. Sometimes we might even reach very high level of mastery and accumulation, but as human being we're actually going backwards. Instead of evolving, we're actually losing points in our human development. So we have to frame the importance of the Fa Gong for what it is really within the practice. And we have to be careful, because sometimes placing too much attention on this aspect of the practice might actually be counterproductive for our personal growth. And as I said, it just represents a very small part of what Nei Qi Gong is able to bring in our life, is able to lead us towards. So we have to be wise and mature Also because it takes such a great effort to practice, daily and with discipline and constancy to achieve a certain energy level, and also actually to emit our own vital energy is not a good thing in terms of our health, because we're really throwing our storage of vital energy out. And to do that just for being powerful and special, it's just a very not really useful thing to do, compared also to the amount of work that we have to spend to achieve this this mastery of the vital energy. And in my experience, the practitioners who are more mature and put less emphasis on this aspect of the practice are actually the ones progressing faster in terms of the energy practice and all the good things related to the personal growth that the practice is able to bring in our life. So my suggestion is to see the Fa Gong for what it is. It's just one aspect of the practice, but it's not really the goal of our method, and there is much more that the Nei Qi Gong system can bring in our life.